Yes, the first time I was here was in 1948, no, 84 I think, so it's been quite a while.
Yeah, we, what was it, Aussie, right?
Aussie, Def Leppard.
Yeah, we played with Aussie and Def Leppard.
Bad News.
Yeah, Bad News. You see, we're doing about 12 festivals, 15 festivals, so it's a festival, you know. I mean, people from all over Europe are at all of them, you know, so it's like, that's the great thing about it, people mixing up, you know.
I'd say each album has a little bit of everything. It's very wide albums, especially the new one coming out.
Do you have a favourite then?
I think we did a great album, Bastards, and We Are Motorhead was very hard. Sacrifice, Inferno, Kiss of Death, last record. Overnight Sensation was a very more melodic, more rocky album. So they all have something, you know. It's because just of the fact that we write very spontaneous.
So, under the knife.
Yeah, pretty much under the knife. But it's what we write today is what you hear, and then 6 months later, we kind of moved on somehow, you know. So each album has its moments.
Now, what can you tell us about the film that's just been made about you?
Well, they haven't finished it yet, see, they're still fucking hanging around and poking me in the eye and that all the time with the bloody camera, you know. So I'll have to wait and see. From what I've seen of it, it looks pretty good, you know. So, you know, again, right? Oh yeah, there is now an action figure of me available. At the most reasonable price I'm led to believe. The trouble is it doesn't have a dick on it, so it isn't going to really see much action, is it? I asked them to do that, but they wouldn't do it, so they better sales. I can't imagine why.
I gotta tell you what I saw the other day, actually. I forgot to tell you last weekend. There's a Lemmy duck that you have in the bathtub. You know, there's a Gene Simmons. Well, I say it's Frilly, obviously, but there's a Gene Simmons and there's a Lem, and I saw a fucking yellow duck.
You're joking?
No,
I must
supposed to be in the
bathtub.
bathtub. Never seen it before.
You're sharing the stage with Kiss and Judas Priest. Are you slightly intimidated by playing or sharing the stage with such great bands?
Not at all, no. We're going to do our best, we're going to have a great time. I'm sure they'll be doing exactly the same. It'll be a lot of fun.
I'm scared.
Yeah, I'm so scared of Kiss.
Of today's lineup in terms of it's seen as a classic rock lineup, if you like.
Well, I think if it was just a Kiss and Judas Priest to it could be called Kiss My Ass. No, it's just, you know, it's just fine. You know, there's something for everyone. You know, I guess there's so many bands playing it, you know, every summer. You know, people make the effort and go out, you know, they can listen to some cool stuff.
And get pneumonia and go home again. Festivals have changed a lot, and you know, when I first went to festivals, everybody was in the bushes getting off, you know, like, and people wandering around looking at the trees and talking to them in some cases. Trees talking back in some cases, you know. There's a lot less psychedelics around, and there's a lot less fucking in the bushes. I don't know why that is, but it's true. So I think they're not as good as they used to be, but call me old-fashioned if you like. I like taking drugs and fucking, you know, I can't. It's the way I was brought up, you know, the way I was raised.
Lenny, what's your favourite breakfast?
I'm sorry?
What's your favourite breakfast?
Jack Daniels and Coke.
Any tips for staying up for 24 hours?
Yeah, take drugs, there's no other way to do it. Otherwise you feel fucking wrong, you know. Are you kidding?
Plans for retirement?
No. Why, do you want me to retire?
No, mate, I'll go forever.
No, I have no plans to retire. I'm not qualified to do anything fucking else.
Not qualified to retire.
No, I'm not qualified to retire. People are the same, you know, rock and roll's international language. You don't have to speak another language to enjoy the same music. Right? I mean, rock and roll went across the Berlin Wall, right? And nobody else could, you know. It's a good thing, you know. And it fed the world when the fucking governments would do it. We chained them into it, right? So it's international, man. It's all right. It's a language, you know.
Oh, and can Russian fans expect you to play next year in Russia?
I hope so. We tried to get there this year, but it didn't happen, you know. Next year I hope so, yeah. I like Russia a lot. Especially Rostov-on-Don, which was a very strange town indeed. Everybody was ex-KGB, everybody we met, and they all fucking said,
How do you go about choosing a set for a festival? Because it's obviously a different audience than you're used to with your own gigs.
And we only have an hour, so it's severely cut down, you know.
Hour and 5.
Oh, it's an hour and 5 minutes. I'm sorry, Kid Rock cancelled, so it's an hour and 5 minutes now.
How do you decide what to play? Is it a band decision, or do you choose the favourites, or do you want to play obscure songs, try and get people into the albums?
Well, it's difficult when you go so many albums, you know, and like, there are certain songs we can't get away without playing, right? You know, you all know which ones they are, I'm sure.
The other ones we saw with Tail on a Donkey.
And that only leaves us 10 minutes in the middle of the set, you know, put some new stuff in, so.
Yeah, well, you know, we're not here to promote a new album, and personally I hate... Not yet. We're back this fall for that, but I think we should play songs that people really recognize and enjoy, because, I mean, I've seen bands come out and do, let's say, an hour set, and 45 minutes of that is basically promoting the last record or new stuff, which doesn't work. They have to have a good time. But we do have a couple of new tracks. I mean,
I get to leave them smiling, and when I got there they probably weren't as happy as they are when I leave, which is a great thing, right? I mean, if you can tell me a better job, I'll go and do that, you know.
2 balls of jack for 10 minutes work.
Yeah, how about that? Look at this, 10 minutes. Huh?